Hello, my friends, dear family from both the North and Southern Hemisphere. We're here now, coming up towards midsummer, and I know for you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going into your winter time. Indeed, you're already experiencing the winter months. And for you, you're moving in further and further into the inner breath of our Great Mother, resting and hopefully and recuperating. And for us here, we are moving in that outer breath where we are seeing life springing and blossoming all around us. I live in such a beautiful place. It is my home. It was my mother's home, her mother's, and her mother's before her. And it is a place where my soul resides. And I know at this time, we seem to be hearing worse and worse news every week. And it's such a difficult thing sometimes to witness, to hold these stories that are happening. Our heart can break knowing what is happening to others of our human family, our animal family, our plant family, our dear living Mother Earth. And how we must stand for those who have no voice, how we must midwife our Great Mother as she goes through her transition of death and rebirth, and how our dreams are the dreams of tomorrow. Our dreams are the dreams that will help to manifest a new earth, a humanity whose hands are open, whose hearts are open, who works with each other interdependently, assisting, connecting, not just with others of the human family, but with all living upon our Great Mother. And when these times are difficult, when these stories ache so within us, what I do is I go out here onto the land. Weather permits, I lie upon her, I whisper to her, I call out to her. I hug the trees, I sing to the birds. I allow my tears to wash away with the rain. I bring it to the rivers and the streams, to the lakes, to the ocean. Sometimes the stories we carry can be too much to bear. Sometimes it's hard to believe there'll be a better tomorrow. But each year, in both the Northern and Southern Hemisphere, we have always the promise of beginnings again. We have the spring, we have the summer. The cycles continue, the wheel turns and turns again, and the wheel will continue to turn, and the earth will continue to assist us as much as we can assist her, as much as we can be her voice, to hold us as much as we can hold her. And I am fed by the earth, I am fed by nature, the beautiful clothes that she wears yearly. I go outside and I breathe and I hear and I open myself to see all that is there, even that in the unseen. And I can let go of the stories, I can let go of the pain, of the ache. I can still recognize, acknowledge. I can still say no more, enough. But I am able to hold myself within that because she is holding me. And my roots, like the tree brethren, go down deep and strong through the earth. She holds me, my ancestors hold me. And I know that when I stand upon the earth, no matter where I am, they are there and she is there. And perhaps you might try that too. Perhaps you might step outside at those times when things feel too heavy upon you. Even if you're in the middle of a city, you know there's often wild flowers growing up between the cracks, through the cement, through the tar even. Growth continues beneath our feet. Most rivers now continue to flow. And if we can connect to that, if we can stand with her, it helps us to stand within ourselves. It helps us to breathe, to be, to let go. And in letting go, we find we can breathe more deeply, more slowly. We can open again. We can remember that we are here to dream. We are here to bear witness. We are here to stay in consciousness. Consciousness of self. Consciousness of life. And that means we also stand for that. We say no. And we need to say no. That our voices can never be stilled again. And yet we speak not out of anger, but out of clarity, out of truth, with love and harmlessness, holding this space. Whether you're in the North or South Hemisphere, the earth is there. She continues to hold you. Don't forget. Let each step you take be a prayer upon her body. When things get too heavy, too painful, sad, go to her. Try it. See if it can sustain you too. I'm adding some pictures to this blog, pictures that I see right now around me when I step out of my door, sharing with you the beauty, and perhaps you might like to share some back. That would be really lovely. You know, all turns, difficulties show forth the cracks. And sometimes those cracks break free the energies that lie within. Sometimes we don't realize how much we have protected ourselves and cut away from the intense feelings within us. Cut away perhaps from loving unconditionally. Loving for the sake of love to love. A higher octave of love. Not because you need it back. Not because you're trying to find something, fulfill something. But because you are love. You are allowing that unconditional love to flow through you. Sometimes the greatest service you can give another is saying no. Allowing each and every person to be who and what they are meant to be without judgment, without the desire for change in them, change towards you, allowing each to grow in the way they are meant for. We can never judge another's path. So we can't judge our own. How can we judge someone else? But with discernment, bringing that consciousness into our choices, recognizing wherever we are, whoever we're with, whatever we're doing, is that a conscious choice? The more conscious you are, the more awake you are. The more awake you are, the more you're participating in life, rather than watching life pass by. To be awake, to be conscious, to be aware, is to eat and drink of life. And we are here to do that, to be alive. So, here's to life. Slàinte. Many, many blessings. Much love.